Hi, tea sippers. Cha, let's get into this tea. Hey, tea sippers. Welcome back to an all-new episode of Clock the Reali-Tea with Mark Midwestern, honey. Yes, that's me, and you know I bring it to you fresh every single week. And, you know, there's a lot to get to, so make sure you have your champagne, your tea, your coffee, whatever it is, child, because this reality is piping hot. Starting with America's Next Top Model. Netflix released a documentary that I tuned into the other night. Take a listen to this.
That was between a rock and a hard place for me, because there were agents that would tell me, she will not work with those teeth. It's just not going to happen. That's what they told me. And again, I could have just been quiet and let them handle it. But that's hindsight is 2020 for all of us. It just so happens that a lot of the things that are 2020 for me happened in front of the world.
Bull fucking shit. Me getting my gap closed is not opening any doors for me. You knew what you were doing for the show. You were making good for TV at my expense.
Baby. They did not hold back on the documentary, baby. So this documentary is called Reality Check, something about America's Next Top Model, child. But anyway, it came out and I'm really, really happy it did, because a lot of controversy happened with this show, especially during COVID when people started binge watching shows. That's how a lot of y'all got into Bravo. But I was watching Bravo before COVID, so clock that T. But anyway, I feel like I don't know where to start, from the turmoil to Tyra showing up on here, like, you know, doing cleanup, from Miss J and J Manuel coming back, from Nigel Barker showing his face, boom, 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 boom. This was what we needed. It uncovered a lot of dark secrets and also like a lot of weird like shit that people used to get away with in the 2000s, and it's very reflective of the culture. No shade. But I will say that should already have been in the atmosphere before Tyra went on here saying, oh, let's go ahead and do Psycho 25. Huh? That was really weird. So, like, here's the thing. America's Next Top Model changed the lives for many women. I will say that. It was the first thing to exposure prior to the TikTok era, prior to, honestly, when Facebook first started to hit like that. America's Next Top Model was just coming into its thing. And I feel like social media has played a role in how American Idol, or, America's Next Top Model was trending, right? But the T is, just because social media played a part doesn't mean there is weird shit happening behind the scenes. Because I remember Tyra was put on the back burner, and then they did this whole, like, vote for your favorite model, boom, boom, rate a queen, all that. But it wasn't really, like, giving, and it was when the downfall of the show was happening after Tyra decided to exit out her girls. Meaning the sisters, Miss J and Mr. J, and Nigel, which was, like, the dream team. So the documentary gets into it all. It spills the tea from, you know, why Tyra started the show, to the racism she experienced, to the sexual assault, the blatant sexual assault these girls experienced, child, to the racism, to like the blackface and the weird cultural appropriation that the show was giving. And I think it's very important for this to be seen, because like people act like this stuff is not there. Here's evidence, bitch. This is where it's been. Tyra on camera telling y'all. Now, I will say, I don't know what this is going to do for Tyra's image, but if we clock it, let's go ahead and just say that Psycho 25 comes out. Now, I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I will most definitely be watching. I most definitely will be watching. And here's why. If Tyra can come back and redeem whatever her purpose was for the show, I'm not saying redeem the show. The show was done and over with. But redeem your purpose for why you wanted the show to exist. Do it in this era without all those crazy errors and mistakes y'all made. Okay? Because granted, it was part of the time. But that doesn't excuse any of that, Tyra. You knew what these girls were going through. We had Danny up on here basically saying how you want to close her gap. And then how you call her years later saying, girl, yeah, I know you were struggling. Okay, sister girl. Okay, sister girl. Because that's not what it's giving me. So, you know, I will tune in. Unpopular opinion. But here's the thing. That's just what reality TV gives. You know, it started here, and here's where we are now. And hopefully we can get something different, because that was crazy. Y'all need to watch. Anyway, girl, go ahead. Let's go ahead and move right into the Real Housewives of Potomac season... What is this? Season 10? Yeah, season 10. Wow, damn. Okay, ladies. Made it all the way 10 years. But anyway, let's get into that reunion and these cute little clips that are coming out. But let me set the scene. Wendy over there not taking accountability, acting like nothing going on. Giselle's like, do I need to hold Wendy's hand? Ashley up here acting a fool after being in the streets, have to answer questions with her rehearsed reads. Angel's there. Stacy doing her damn thing. Tia over there looking bored, boring, snooze fest, down. Oh yeah, and I guess Kay was there, but was Kay there? I don't remember Kay being there, but I think she wasn't. I don't know. But anyway, take a listen.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think it will lead to us being taken away in handcuffs. It's so crazy, and it feels like a bad dream.
Yeah. I remember in the holding cell or whatever that is, and I saw you talking to your sister.
Baby.
Well, Ashley, I've got a stack of questions here.
Oh, God.
About how messy you are.
Laissez-les bon temps roulé.
Amy from Delaware said, Ashley, we usually love your messiness, but something felt different this year. You were mean and downright nasty at times.
To whom? Can we elaborate?
Hello. To Stacy, to me,
Okay,
to
let's...
Wendy after filming went down.
Saying Zen Wen in the pen. Do you regret that?
I have apologized for that. Similarly, when I saw Wendy's mugshot and she was smiling in the picture, you were literally laughing in the photo. I'm like, this is not real. I made a joke. Wendy, it felt like a joke. So for me to make a joke that, hey, you've made jokes about people in this group.
Not anyone that has been locked up. Even when Karen was, I was probably one of the only people that did not do that to her.
I didn't know the severity of your situation. Truly.
I think that I wouldn't believe that, except for the fact that I got additional information that says it wasn't necessarily that you saw my mugshot. It was a hidden vendetta that you've always had against me.
Anastasia from Dallas said at last year's reunion you were adamant about not opening your own cannabis line.
You trying to start your own, Happy Eddie?
Oh, are you?
Huh? Stacy?
Yeah.
Just to turn around this season and launch your own
crazy.
cannabis line, can you admit the gears were in motion to open this business last year?
I can admit that I held many meetings about many business endeavors, and it wasn't a done deal.
So why
I
would you
wanted
just
to
say
get
that?
back into it because I don't owe you that,
As a-
Giselle.
Child, there's so much to get to between Stacy over here telling Giselle, look, girl, I'm not her, to Angel up here chiming in. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. First of all, Wendy, what's this? Wendy made comments at the reunion suggesting that things are still up in litigation and that she can't talk about any of her legal issues, but there's a lot of information out here, so maybe we'll get to that later on in other parts of the reunion, because Giselle was like, Wendy, you look very just matter of fact about this, baby. And Wendy was like, no, I'm actually not. I'm actually really terrified. I'm scared. Girl, okay. When she started talking about her kids and how it was affecting them, that's when I got a little bit more like, oh, okay. So, like, there's other personal implications here. Like, first of all, this is, like, egregious that housewives are being arrested for stuff like this. But most importantly, I think it's important to also know that people make mistakes. And here's the thing. This is a huge mistake. Fraud isn't no small mistake. Fraud's a huge mistake. We all know that, baby. But I want to see accountability from Wendy. I want to see more conversation. So hopefully we'll get that later on. Let's get into Miss Stacy, baby. Stacey is up here basically giving the girls performative, no, I filed for divorce, very that. And it's all delusion, it's all lies, and I love it. Okay? I love it. It's very theatrical. It's very not this and that. I don't owe you that, Giselle. Ashley, stop playing with me, girl. Very that. Stacey is like one of the housewives. Carlos called her the housewives of 2025. And I agree. But Stacey is killing the game. Stacey is killing the game. She shut it down. She's like, this is my cannabis line. Y'all don't need to be questioning me on this. I can announce it when I'm ready. No, I filed from divorce from Timu, although the records say otherwise. It's giving, y'all not about to sit up here and clown my friend Wendy when we had that shady ass vacation, and now y'all up here acting like y'all not a housewife. Very that. Stacey is her. Now Miss Ashley, but this rehearsed ass read talking about social security numbers and how many people got. First of all, that was a cute little dig. But I will say this. Hang it up, Ashley. You should be the last one making faces at the reunion about anybody when you lay up in the streets with Smeagol. Oh, excuse me. You weren't in the streets. You was in your own home. With Gollum, baby. So please don't do that. It was very Lord of the Rings in your household, baby. So don't do that, Ashley. Don't sit up here and act like you're better than thou because you made it 10 seasons. Angel, you could have a little bit more fun, blah, 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 blah. Angel's like, I don't play with you like that, hoe. Angel is giving, I don't play with you like that. We'll hear a weird ass interaction with Wendy from the James Earl Jones comment, or what's his name? James, yeah. Very, very her, very the Lion King man, very Mufasa down. Wendy did not need to say that. And here's the thing. This is an unpopular opinion, but Angel is giving me more than Kay is, because I didn't even know Kay was there. Nothing was there. What are we going to visit? Sticks, very Nene Leakes. The diva, the queen. But Kay, if you're going to just be showing up here giving us nothing, and then Jassy's supposed to come in the next part of the reunion and give you the business, girl, that's all we're going to get? That can't be all we're getting from Kay. Take a listen.
We talked about the ups and downs of you and Kiarna's relationship. Where do the two of you stand today?
Well, the two of us stand in front of each other and say nothing whenever we see each other, because that's what happened yesterday.
I didn't recognize
while we
you.
were on the train.
I didn't recognize you.
So
I didn't recognize you on the train.
She looks the same. Why didn't you recognize her?
I just didn't recognize her. Ashley spoke, and then when I looked up, I was like, oh, that's Jazzy. But I didn't recognize her. She didn't speak. And
honestly, I didn't
sounds
recognize.
like you did. You said that's Jazzy.
No, honestly, she looks beautiful right now.
I didn't recognize Ashley either.
She didn't look like this on the train.
Okay.
I didn't recognize her.
Teresa from Naples, Florida said, Jazzy, what exactly did Kay say about Wendy behind her back that was such a big deal when you brought it up in Divas?
Kay had a lot to say, and I didn't share everything that she said out of respect for where I thought that we were. It was a long conversation.
Okay.
Oh my God.
If you listen, Andy, let me make a point.
You got 15 minutes. Please don't waste it on me.
All right.
No, ma'am.
Thank
no,
you.
ma'am. Kay, listen. You don't have to do all of this.
Okay.
Wrap it up.
Just talk about you, how you stole Greg from his wife, and how you're raising his children, and how his children, and how his children.
Jassy said, I only get 15 minutes. My 15 minutes of fame. Is Jamal coming? Is Greg coming? Because I'm about to spill your tea in that 15 minutes, baby. She said, go ahead and give me that little friend edit, producer. Let me clock in on your ass. And she read down. I'm looking forward to part 2. Because I feel like we're going to get a little bit more about everything that's going on. Hopefully we get to see Karen. Jassy's coming to the fold. You know she likes to change up the dynamic. I don't know how I feel about her being a housewife next year. But we will get into that tea in the future. I want to also talk about the fact that, like, these ladies have been around for 10 years. Y'all did it. I remember when Roa reached 10 years, and I was like, this is iconic. Remember they had Nene and Kim both come back? And then it was like a re-imaging of what we experienced between the both of them before when they used to argue at reunions. And it was TV, baby. It was TV gold. And I'm loving that. I'm loving that Karen is about to come back into the fold. Hopefully we'll get Candace, but let's figure out what's going to happen next week. Because y'all know Ashley's about to try to pop off on Wendy a little bit more. Like she likes to do. With her forehead and all. To quote Candace. And I hope Tia gives us more, because honestly, now that I forgot Kay was there, as y'all can see, clearly she doesn't show up until next week. Or should I say halfway through filming the reunion. I didn't remember Tia being there either. I think she gave a little dig at Stacey, and that's about it, baby. I think that's the only person she has a problem with. Listen, Tia is trying to take this accent thing to like, okay. Y'all don't vibe. Cute. But what else is it giving, Tia? Oh, okay. I just need a moment of silence so we can figure out what it's giving. Because I need more. I'm okay if Tia's gone. I'd rather have Angel than Tia. I'd rather have Angel than Kay. To be honest. Like, let's clean it up. Production, get into y'all bag, do what you gotta do. I don't care if there's 9 housewives next season. If you gotta add a newbie, Karen, and Candace. I don't care what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, because y'all know Wendy not gonna be there long. No tea. I hope things turn around for her, but like, look, I could be optimistic as much as she's optimistic. If she's acting like it's no big thing, then I guess that's neither here nor there, baby. That's neither here nor there. I won't go there, but I will save some tea because we have some piping hot tea in the pipeline with Miss Dorinda. Yes, Miss Dorinda Bentley has taken over Jill Zarin's spot. Isn't that some tea? What's going on here? According to E, they have decided to do a flipperoo. They axed Jill because of her comments about Bad Bunny and decided to go and pluck up Dorinda, as she just had an appearance on The Traitors most recently. But Dorinda is also the person who appeared on Ultimate Girls Trip Season 2, where she had the Bluestone Manor with iconic scenes from both Roni and from Ultimate Girls Trip. And I hear that the ladies are headed back to Bluestone Manor on their new girls trip, but that's just some rumored gossip tea. I will say I might watch just to see Dorinda. Psych. I'm not watching that mega ass Florida show. And if y'all tune in, y'all can tweet and let me know how it goes, because it's not really for me. Who's on the show? Kelly? Ramona? No, ma'am. No. It's going to be a no. But I will get into some additional tea. According to Bravo, they released a little sneak peek trailer of Roa, but it looks like it was recycled clips and footage from last season, child. But anyway, it just showed us all the girls who are coming back holding their peach with the same orange background. Boom, boom, boom. You got Portia, Drew, Shamia, Phaedra, Angela. Who else am I missing? Oh, yeah, Kelly. So, here's the thing. We're waiting. We're waiting, baby. Where's Roa? They wrote those Real Housewives of Rhode Island girls right on out. And I think because they know we were missing a franchise, because New Jersey is nowhere to be found. But they went ahead and plucked the little coming soon. No. Bring the Roa girls back. And I want the Roa girls at least back before Memorial Day. If they're not coming back to this summer, can y'all tell us? So we not just up here waiting for the girls? No shade, but we waiting a whole year and some months for Miss K. Michelle to make her debut. No shade. She's probably thinking, I should have signed for Love and Hip Hop. Let's run the check. Anyway, let's go into the Married to Medicine reality, okay? Because I feel like I don't like Mr. Kirk. He's a weirdo to me. I didn't like him in the scene with Quad. First of all, Miss Quad, she got it. So if you have anything else to say, then you have to answer to the fans. We don't play by Quad. That's the first thing I'll say. The second thing I'll say is that Heavenly and Simone, really, y'all dragging this out? Just stop being friends. I said that last week. Take a listen.
Anxious, nervous. She's a lot more fragile. I heard that. Which I think is appropriate.
Everybody happy? Yeah. All right, good deal. We have been together for the last, 3 days? Yes. I feel like we have really bonded in a way that we hadn't before we left Atlanta. Because, I mean, and look at how we started and look at how we are now. Yeah. Yes. I mean, we went, oh, Lord, look at that. Look at this. That's growth. I love that. Oh, whoa. I don't know what to say. I'm shocked. Simone, you're okay with it.
I'm okay with lips.
No, I'm just saying, you're good.
Oh, I'm not.
Child, Simone, don't nobody want to hear that bullshit. No shade. I feel like when it comes to Married to Medicine, it's either going to be a hit or a miss if I want to tune in anymore. I'm just going to keep it real. It's the best show on Bravo. I will always stand behind Carlos King. But when I say I might have to hang it up, I might have to hang it up. Because if that's what this is giving, okay, I'm out. Contessa did a good job with this little trip. And then the men are appearing. But you have King up here acting like, child, just throw away Married to Medicine this season. I need all the new girls to stick around. I'm going to need some of the OGs to go ahead and head out, exit left, child, and go ahead and add some more newbies and go ahead and revamp Yana. It's time. I know there's doctors down in that area in Atlanta, baby, that are waiting for a moment to showcase what it's like to... It's time for the rebirth. It's enough for me. It's enough. Nothing was there, in my opinion. Now, it was a key while I was watching Married to Medicine. Quad's IVF journey, all this stuff she got going on. I'm talking about the new girls and their professions and how they work in the medical field. You got Dr. Mimi coming up in here like she run the show when she don't. You have Toya who's being Toya. It's a wrap. I don't like it. It's a wrap. Go ahead and recast. Thank you. That's my unpopular tea opinion. And I will be spilling it more as the season continues if I don't see any improvements. What's being gave? What's going on? I need more. Well, since Married to Medicine is continuing to give me nothing, I'm going to have to move over to the Traitors because now we're getting down to the wire. There's not many contestants left, and let me tell you who is left in the castle. We have Johnny Weir, who is that Olympic figure skater, along with Tyra Lipinski, who is also Olympic figure skater, who has been... They have their own little weird little faithful clique because they know each other. But then we have Steven, who is left, Natalie, Mark Ballas, Mara, weird ass, Kristen Kish, Top Chef, Seattle, the winner, remember? And she also is now the host of Top Chef. Okay? And then we also have Eric, who is still in the castle. He's that musician and actor. And then Rob R. from Love Island, who has been killing the game in the Traitors. But before we get into Rob, let's talk about what's going on. So the girlies are still here. And we all know they're from different shows. We have no housewives left because Dorinda got X right away, child. They said, "Mine girl." And now we're left with these girls. But I don't know if Eric was the right choice for Rob to make. Because now he's coming off more suspicious than ever. Take a listen to what Kristen had to say as she's starting to clock in.
Why didn't you have like a ton of stuff to say tonight? Like, it's starting to feel, Eric, if I'm being very honest with you, it's like, oh, what do you think?
Yeah, no.
I'm like, say something.
First of all, if you look at all the roundtables for the past few nights, I've kept all my words for the end. Tonight, I was so lost because I was so sure on Johnny. And then he had that defense. And then I'm looking over at everybody that I trust, and everybody's telling me a different name. And I didn't want to just throw away a vote either. And that's why I voted for Steven.
But at some point, you have to have your own opinion, though.
No. Right. So, but...
And not just follow where the herd, because then it feels like it's hiding. Why didn't you have...
Stop that down dirty dog, child. That down dirty dog. He picked Eric because he knew that Eric would be more obvious as a traitor than he is. He set that man up, child. Rob is playing the game. And I'm not trying to be biased because he's good looking. He got them snake tattoos all over, child. Little slithering ass all around the castle. But he's playing the game right. I will say, if Kristen gets sent home, I'm mad as fuck. Because now the traitors have no choice. Because she clocked his ass in front of Mark Ballas and everybody. She said, "You're up here just shrugging along. Guessing the wrong people, left and right, acting like a weirdo. Are you a traitor?" And Eric is sitting up there. The reason why I voted for Steven, and then there go Rob in the background just looking. Child. Now that's how you play the traitors. See, I miss Candace down, but it was definitely time for Steven to pack it up. If I was a traitor, he's like not an obvious choice. It's time to get Steven up out of the castle. Bye, Steve. Bye, Steven. Kristen from Top Chef. I'm quite shocked. Okay, girlie. She has no method. She has just been calling people's names out. I think they're a traitor. Boom, boom. Evidence in this. They act weird. Boom, boom, boom. But now she's zeroing in because there's less people there. And that's why I like these later episodes in The Traitors when there's less people because there's more eyes on everybody. And Kristen said, you acting like a weirdo. You're a traitor. So she better be careful next episode because she might get zapped up out of here. Now, I hope not. Maybe they recruit another traitor. But right now, it's not. Sis, you are the faithful. You are now that girl. Because I don't know what everybody else is giving. Johnny, another girl. Y'all have y'all own pack. Y'all are coming off as traitors. If I was a faithful, my eyes would be on you now. Definitely be on Eric, little suspicious ass. And honestly, they need to pivot back to Rob. Because Rob's trying to act like he's Captain Faithful. No. But he is playing the game well, y'all. The Traitors is getting great. I'm telling y'all, I've already given y'all my cast for the next couple seasons, child. But this season is heading there. Now, I will say I almost didn't tune in. Because what is Dorinda giving? Oh, yeah, she was sent home. Why'd they pack Dorinda up like that? But anyway, so the housewives were zeroed in like they always get zeroed in on, child. And the Traitors are playing the Traitors game. Now, I'm going to need a faithful to step it up. I don't know if it's going to be a faithful out of the woodwork that's going to have to pull the plug on the Traitors' ass, but I'm going to need that to happen. Quickly. Let's continue, tea sippers. Kyle, you about to lose your center. Kyle about to lose your diamond, baby. Kyle about to lose the center. Kyle about to lose her diamond, baby. Listen, I don't want Kyle to leave Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but I will say that Miss Rachel Zoe, she's the new girl. She's the new girl. She's a natural in front of that camera, baby. I feel like she's also the glue to this new dynamic that's emerging with Bose and Dorit and Kyle. I don't know if you're going to be a part of that. I'm just going to clock it. I don't know. We might have to Vicky you. Have you take some time off, like Tamara. Come back when you get your shit together with Mauricio. But anyway, go ahead and take a listen to this cute little clip from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because you know I bring it to you fresh with these girls every time.
You don't think that my saying that is because I cared about you?
Listen,
Do you remember your house that day when I said
Kyle,
to Dorit?
listen to me. Now you shut up.
Understand
Now you shut up.
you're angry.
You shut up for 2 seconds.
Dorit, okay? Come on.
Erica, stop it.
I mean,
I'm
not gonna stop.
No, I mean it.
You guys are friends, and you guys are on the way to repair. I know you're upset.
No,
come on.
listen,
You got
this
it.
is either
Come
one
on.
of you telling me what I should or shouldn't do. I'd love for Erica to chime in and say, Kyle, that's not cool. Kyle, that's not cool. That's not cool.
Erica, shut up and worry about that MAGA man you been hanging around, ho. You piping up. First of all, she didn't ask you to interrupt and get into her ear about what she about to say to Kyle. Dorit has told y'all she has nothing left. This is her show, not PK's, baby. And guess what? She's going to bring her opinion, and I think Dorit's not afraid to voice herself anymore, especially when it comes to Kyle. Kyle. Why are you even pressing Dorit? We need to be pressing you. What is Kyle's storyline? Oh, okay. Because what is Erica's storyline? Oh, okay. So, yeah, like I said, Rachel Zoe is the new it girl for Beverly Hills. Her, Bose, Dorit, honestly, Sutton. And this new girl, let me get into Miss Amanda. Because this is all about tea that's been unfolding with marriages and stuff. And like who you talk to and blah, blah, blah. Whose side you should be on. Stop dragging this out. Because Dorit is ready to cuss you out, Kyle, every single chance she gets. Because you are not showing that you're a girl's girl. You're a Kyle girl. And you're Mauricio's girl. No shade. No shade. Kyle, what you need to be worried about is what's happening in your household. What's happening in your household. You also need to be worried about what's going on with you and your relation with your sisters. I think it's great, but right now the streets are saying that there's still some trouble in the air over there as well, honey. You need to give on Ultimate Girls Road Trip or whatever it's called, because you're not giving. How about that? And Dorit, I need you to get to it. Either we're going to move on from PK, weird looking ass, gerbil, Manx mouse, We're moving on from him. Okay? Because you deserve better. In the words of Rachel Zoe, she looks hot as fuck. And sometimes divorce would do a body good. And Miss DeRee, you're showing the girlies that it's very that. Kyle, you're sitting over here miserable. Missing Mauricio. Kyle, you fix that. Erica, you up here worried about Mega Man. When you went through this messy ass scandal. Pack that up. Okay? You pack that up. Because I don't do too much on the shade you did with Garcia. I don't do too much on that. So, Erica, you could already be quiet because I was trying to root for Miss Erica Jane. But right now, you're not being a girl's girl either. And I don't like that at all. And Dorita's starting to clock you. Okay? That's what it's giving me. And I think Miss Rachel Zoe, I think she's going to have an opinion or two because she's also going through a divorce. And I think sometimes when you're going through something messy like that and it's being televised, you literally don't have anything else to lose but to make connections, hopefully with some of your new girlfriends. And Miss Amanda, I don't know who, I think she's playing for Kyle, like whatever, this little team they got going on to rally against Dorit. But I hope it's not giving one season wonder. Because if you are a fraud and all this stuff, I want to see it all. Air it out. If you're controversial, that's a housewife. Now, if she's able to bring controversy to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, then maybe we have a new dynamic villain coming in, babe. And maybe it's Miss Amanda. Because right now, from what Bo's is saying, it's giving fraud alert. Amanda is giving fraud alert. And I hope that we are going to have a season that is full of joy. I hope that it's going to give. I want to see more of these ladies extravaganza. You know Rachel Zoe bring it to you every time. Bo's, I love Bo's. Bo's. Bo's has a clear storyline. She is working on getting her eggs frozen and fertilized, whatever, child. I don't know. Look, I'm not making light of it. I'm just saying she's working on that. And we're clearly seeing she's going through a hard time with that. And I'm happy to see that she has a man in her life who is holding her down. Miss Quad. Take a note, because you got it. So, yeah, I'm loving the girls. I'm loving what they're giving. Dorit, I'm starting to reemerge as a Dorit fan. I don't like that, because Dorito be hit or miss for me. Let's hope Beverly Hills can keep it cute. Because right now, I'm glued, babe. Last but not least, tea sippers, you know I bring it to you every single time when it comes to RuPaul's Drag Race. And yes, we are on season 18 and it is heating up because the girlies are getting sent home. Listen to what Miss Bianca and Miss Candy Muse had to say on the pit stop.
Juicy and Vita start lip-syncing to Houdini by Dua Lipa, and almost immediately, Juicy is stripping. She took off that costume, honey. Now this is a bra and panties you should be proud of.
Yes.
Stoned in gorgeousness, and all eyes are on Juicy. There is something about those types of performers. You know, you've seen those performers, because we all know you're not one of them. Juicy possesses that, which is so scary to everybody. They should all be in their pants if they're up against Juicy.
Well, and Vita knew.
Yeah.
Vita knew going into it. Juicy is a great performer, and I think every single girl on that lineup knows. If I'm in the bottom of Juicy, girl, I am
going home.
Yeah.
Rue has made her decision, and Juicy Love Dion is the winner this week, which means Vita is going home. Aww, what are your thoughts on Vita going home?
I'm sad. I thought she would make it further than she did. I really enjoyed Vita.
Well, Candy, thank you for joining us here at the pit stop and showing us what almost being a winner is all about.
So anyway, Beekeeper Brill on Clock the Tea. Bye, Vita. Bye, Vita. She gave what she needed to give, and I thought she was a great seamstress and everything. Like, girl, you really brought beautiful gowns to the runway. Mug was mugging. Bye, Vita. Bye, Vita. I just didn't think she was going to win the competition, no shade. She wasn't in, like, my top 4 or 5 who were going to win. Vita isn't, like, you know, the girl who we all think is, like, the next Kennedy Davenport baby. But she did bring it to the competition the way she should have. But if we really want to keep it real, going up against Juicy was just not tea. Juicy was going to slide all over that dance floor, baby, all over that damn stage and send her home. And that's what happened. Now, I know this episode was a little cringe because clearly both the girls didn't really give it in the challenge. I agree with who was winning and who was doing well. I agree with a lot of the runways. I'm trying to figure out why Can You Pleaser... Never mind. Can You Pleaser didn't do too bad. Right? Like, it was all acting. Everybody brought it. Everybody gave energy. Vita gave nothing. Juicy gave nothing. So I think the bottom was perfect. But I will say, if you're going to go against the singing girl and... the dancing girl of the competition, then you have to bring it. And I don't think Vita knew all the words. Now, every single week, I'm going to give you who I think is going to make it to the top 4 of the competition. Now, take a listen to this.
Time I could get into drag, I am my mother. I look at the mirror, I'm like, oh shit, I'm my mom. It's so funny. And the older that I'm getting, I'm acting like her a lot more as well. It pisses me off. My name is Mia Starr, and I am from West Palm Beach, Florida. West Palm Beach. I bring choreography. I am a dancer, queen, hip-hop dancer queen. That is me. Not so much on the technicality side. Not the ballet stuff. Like real hood hip-hop stuff. That's me. Stop. My style is very urban. It's very slutty. I'm a whore. I love to sing. I am a singer first. Like, I did do a gospel album back in 2018. I released it. I love singing. I don't do it as often now, but that's like where my heart and soul is. That's my first love. To be honest, I started in 2008 and I took a 14-and-a-half-year break. I moved to Los Angeles to pursue dancing. I was able to perform and go on world tours with Britney Spears for her Vegas residency, Paulina Rubio. I've been on tour with Rihanna, her Loud tour in 2011. I'm showing my age. I've been on tour with Camila Cabello. I'm actually the lead dancer in her Havana video. So I'm like the Mr. Havana himself. Spoiler alert! We're a woman now. Whoa! So yes, it's changed so much, but it's really cool to be able to come back with all the knowledge that I've learned from the greatest of the greats and now apply that to myself. I think what's going to help me the most is just being myself. I can't, look to the left and right and be like, well, damn, I don't have that. Not to say I don't do it, but I try not to do it as often as I see Athena Dion do it.
Child, if you don't have star quality, to quote Candy Muse, I just think Mia Starr has star quality. I think she's going to make it very far in the competition. I would love if she makes it to the top 4. And I'm not going to spill my other 2 choices yet because I want you all to tune into the show, tune into the pod. But Mia, so far, and Mikey Meeks are queens that seem like they have their aesthetic together. And it seems like they're multi-talented girls. So, I bring it to you fresh every single time. And Drag Race is going to be a part of that along with all this other tea I just spilled. Now, with other trailers coming out along with the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, we're going to be diving into that very soon because the premiere date of that is April 2nd. Thank you for listening to Clock the Reali-Tea. This is your host, Mark Midwestern Honey, and I bring it to you fresh every single week. So, make sure you tune in to get your fucking tea.